big compliment, to have you all here, and not only you that are here, but also the other people who are dedicating to the same thing. In what concerns me and my work, I must say, I'm very thankful to that, and you count with my full support anytime, because I think this is a very respectful relationship between both sides. It's a very healthy thing that it makes people gather together. I mean, probably you all didn't know each other before, and sometimes a big friendship can be born out of it. And maybe someday I'm gone, but the friendship is still there. Yeah. So this somehow causes a change in the world. I could never really expect some years ago, to be sitting here with you and to share these moments. And I think it's a very big honor for me, and I'm very proud of you all.
Thanks. Thanks for your work and for your support. And in your opinion, uh, uh, is there any common feature of metal fans? Have you ever seen anything really, really special on anyone?
I think that metal fans in general, and I can tell it by myself, I started in the heavy music, in metal music, when I was 11 or 12 year old, and it never left me again. It's it's a sort of a disease that you catch once, and then it will never leave you again. You will be trapped in for the rest of your life. Some people have the chance to realize their dreams. Like me, I was a boy and I was watching my big stars, and I was having this dream of one day doing this as my job as well. And I consider myself lucky, to have had the chance to do it. Uh, Although you face many ups and downs over the way, and yeah, they are my friends. But the sum up of everything is very positive, I would say, because especially for what we've been talking here, I mean, the human side, if you are sensitive enough to recognize that, you can take a very big baggage with you, from out of this whole thing, because you have the chance to meet so many people, and you have the chance to see the world through a different scope. So the metal people are somehow different. They don't accept what the mass media tries to make you swallow right away. And I remember when I was a kid, it was even more difficult, because it was a completely strange thing in the late 80s. We were like a real tribe in a country like Brazil, in South America. It was something really, really against the stream, I would say. Maybe nowadays it looks a little bit more natural, but we must never forget how this all has started up. It is something really genuine, and what I really get pleased is that it was never in vain, because we see the generations succeeding each other. We see the new generations already getting into this and getting in love with this and making their lives around this. And I think it's a very genuine thing. It's something that makes you go deeper in many different aspects in life. Either because you like the whole fantasy around the metal songs, or you like the lyrics, or you like the artworks, but you will research, you will try to learn where that comes from. And for us, the musicians, it's a big responsibility to not put out just anything, not just write anything, and believe that people won't notice it, because it is to be considered as art. Maybe now people don't see it as much as art, but maybe in some years it will be considered, who knows, maybe as important as the classical music was back then. So I still believe in it. I still believe in the good metal and the good metal fans. I guess that's something that has caught me once in life, long ago, but I'm still here doing the same, and I don't see myself not doing it until the end of my days.
André, Time to be Free shows how important is the quest for an inner freedom. What is the message you wanted to express with Mentalize?
That you're able to interact with reality. That you can maybe mold the things around you with the power of your mind. I'm not talking about any kind of esoteric thing, I'm talking about scientific things. And it's very interesting that recently it has been proved more and more that there is something strange about our brains. We always heard this story about we use only 5% of the brain, no? And 5% to do that much that we do. I mean, our brains are much more powerful than any computer. The computers just try to imitate that, but they are far away from that. What about the other 95%? I mean, then they are finding out right now some very